Yeah. YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're here to talk about a little movie called The Guardians of the Galaxy, Vol.3, baby. Alright? Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, then the grade, baby. And then we on to the next one. Alright? So, again, this is Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. Okay? This movie just came out not so long ago. So, of course, it came out in 2023, right? So, premise for this movie, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Still running and gunning and doing their thing, right? Now, what ends up happening is the situation occurs with Rocket, where in which he needs like medical attention, dire medical attention, and unfortunately, Peter and the Guardians, whatever. Peter, Gamora. Well, Gamora's not even there at that point, but Peter, Nebula, Groot, whatever, etc. Right? They try to help Rocket out, but they're not able to do the medical attention that he needs because they find out through the workings that was done on his body, like the advancements that were made on his body from whoever had created him, which is the High Evolutionary. He put a lock into the body to where in which no one can tamper with the insides of his body. You know what I'm saying? And then also there's like a shutdown type of mechanism to where if he's gonna die, kind of like it'll just kind of get rid of the evidence type thing, right? And you're like, why would the High Evolutionary go through such trouble to kind of keep tabs on Rocket? You know what I'm saying? So because of this lock that blocks them and keeps them from preventing to help him out with the medical attention that he needs, they have to go after the High Evolutionary and to figure out, what it is exactly that they can do in order to help Rocket out so he doesn't die. So they go on a quest for that. We end up finding out that the High Evolutionary actually wants to bring Rocket back to further study the reason of why Rocket is so special. Because we come to find out in a movie that, the High Evolutionary, of course, is he's like a seeder, okay? So he wants to improve humanity and make humanity kind of in his image, right? In a way. So he's going around, he's creating planets or going to planets that are there and then establishing civilization there with genetics from animals, things like that, whatever it may be, right? And that's his whole thing. Like he wants to per se play God because he thinks that God doesn't exist, right? So we end up finding out that in order to get to the perfect specimen that was needed to see life on the many planets that he's seeded life with, he needed to have a certain combination of scientific technological um, studies to be he needed it to be perfected. Like he had it down, but he couldn't get it right. Rocket was able to do it. So obviously there was something special about Rocket. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Like, you got Rocket becoming sick, needing help. He can't get help because his body's on lockdown from the high evolutionary. And then on the other end, you have the high evolutionary finding out about Rocket again, and then wanting to bring him in so that way he can finally study his mind and figure out why Rocket was so, smart per se. Um, and then in the midst of that, you also have Adam Warlock getting revenge for his people against the Guardians. And I would say that's about it. So that's basically the premise of this movie. I don't want to give too much away. This movie is still in the movie theaters, and also this movie is newly available on VOD. So I'm expecting a lot of people to be watching this movie. If you haven't already, I'm expecting a lot of people to be watching this movie very, very soon. So I don't want to spoil too much. But that's good enough. It's a good enough premise for you guys to understand that you should go watch a movie. But if not, then I guess not. So three of my favorite scenes. These may be out of order, but this will be spoilerish. So if that bothers you, pause the video now, come back later, and then hear what I got to say. If spoilers don't bother you because you've already seen the movie, or the spoilers just don't bother you, you're gonna watch it regardless. Enjoy the rest of the content. All right. So my three favorite scenes. One will basically be definitely the hallway scene, showing all the Guardians fight against. I guess you would say like the enhanced animal slash mechanical android warriors that the high evolutionary made. Basically, these are all either well, I mean, they are what Rocket is. It's an animal that's enhanced, right? So seeing all the Guardians go through this hallway type thing in the ship, taking out all these guys, one by one, sometimes struggling, sometimes not, but just the whole team, and what seems to be almost like a continuous shot as everybody's just doing their own thing. Like, it just is really, really cool to see. Really cool to see. I love shots like that. I love scenes like that. So that would be my first favorite scene. My second favorite scene would basically be Rocket attacking the high evolutionary and messing up his face completely. Now, the reason why Rocket attacks the high evolutionary's face is because Rocket has been scientifically altered, and as he's scientifically altered, he gets put into these cages. He ends up finding out that there are many other animals that have been scientifically altered to the point where it kind of enhanced them and made them better, so it was kind of in a way for the better, right? Now, over the time, Rocket and certain people from the certain animals that were enhanced, they became friends. It's like a rabbit, a walrus, Rocket, and then like I don't know if that was like a badger or something like that, whatever. But anyways, bro, they all become good friends. And then a certain situation occurs where in which the high evolutionary ends up killing all of his friends. And therefore, this makes Rocket completely pissed off, and he runs and he goes and he attacks the high evolutionary, and he's just scratching his face and just scratching and just scratching and just scratching and pilling and pulling, bro. And by the time he got done, we didn't see the damage that was fully done at that time. But then, as the movie progresses, we see the high evolutionary in the state that he's in, as far as having to wear like his the skin of his face stretched and tacked on, right? Um, Eventually, at a certain point, we see that thing come off, and he looks like the Red Skull, bro. Like so, Rocket messed that fool up. But that would be my second favorite scene. Just seeing Rocket lose it and just scratch and pull and just cut and just, take that dude's face away, bro. That was crazy. My third favorite scene would also be another All Guardians scene where they all attack the high evolutionary towards the end, and basically defeating their foe. Each of them doing one thing. I love scenes like that, bro. So of course that was going to be another one of my favorite scenes. So for the grade for this movie, I will give it a 9.7 out of 10. Definitely wasn't bad. Definitely above average. Definitely worth your time. If you're a Guardians fan, definitely one of the better Guardian movies. And then also, if you're a Marvel fan, definitely one of the better Marvel movies, especially for right now, because we know the state of where in which Marvel is in. I'm not gonna say that I hate every Marvel movie. Like I still like some movies that came out recently that most people maybe did not like. I do like Thor: Love and Thunder. I did like, you know, just whatever. You feel me? So it's this was a breath of fresh air because it was like I like this, and I know everybody else is gonna like this as well. It's not just gonna be me liking it. You feel me? So it was a breath of fresh air. Definitely one of the ones to go check out because, like I said, we know Marvel is going through a new phase right now, and we're kind of struggling with what to do right because they keep doing what they want to do, but we want them to do it this way. So therefore, we're not happy, and that's making them fail as a company. You know what I'm saying? So which is not our fault. It's their fault for doing what they want to do instead of doing what they should do. Please the fans because we're giving them our hard-earned money, right? But like I said, definitely worth watching, bro. So go check it out if you can. If you don't want to check it out, it's up to you. But I would suggest that you go check it out. It is a definitely a good movie, and it's a beautiful movie too. Especially, bro, if you have a QLED, ULED, OLED, any TV like that, bro, this movie bangs, bro. I'm gonna say this. I got a 75-inch ULED TV at the house, right, bro? This movie, I would rather just watch a movie at the house rather than at the movie theaters because the way that the movies looking and everything like that because they have they don't have they have this effect where everything looks like it's moving in real time. Like how I look right now, this don't look like a movie, look like real time. It's like how the movies look. Like it's like a no delay type thing, right? It makes it look like you're there. Like instead of just because all movies, when you watch movies, they have a certain delay on it to where in which it doesn't look like how it looks like when you're doing home videos or stuff like this, right? So when you get like a ULED, QLED thing like that, it takes that delay away in the movies and it makes it look way different, bro. And it just gives it a whole different experience. You know what I'm talking about if you got a TV like that. If you don't know, well, now you know. But yeah, bro, this movie was looking beautiful on my TV, bro. And I haven't even got my I'm about to get the 8K real soon, bro. 8K is coming real soon for me. But I got the 4K right now. You know what I'm saying? ULED TV, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even tripping right now. I'm not even tripping. 75 inches, bro. We good up in here, bro. Every movie's looking crispy. Even the old movies looking crispy. But yeah, like I said, this movie looked real good on there, man. So 9.7 for me out of 10. You heard the premise. You heard my 3 favorite scenes, bro. Like I said, this movie's definitely worth your time. So go check it out if you get a chance. All right. If you guys did see the movie, let me know some of your favorite scenes. As far as the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies that we have out right now, Volume 1, 2, and 3, which one is your favorite thus far? Would you like to see this franchise continue? Would you like to see them continue like the way that they're planning to continue with kind of like, in a way, doing spin-off with individual characters from the Guardians of the Galaxy and then also introducing a new version of the Guardians of the Galaxy team? Do you prefer that, or would you like them just to kind of be like, nah, hey, Get back Dave Bautista. Get back, and let's just stick back with the old team. What would you rather see? All right, let me know about that. And what did you grade the movie? What were some of your favorite scenes? You know what I'm saying? Let me know about that in the comments down below, all right? Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Until next time.